Hello friends, welcome back to the English class. The basic units of language are sounds, speech sounds. Speech sounds are joined together to form words and words are joined together to form sentences, the utterances that we make in our daily life. The field that studies about the different speech sounds that are used in a language is known as phonetics. Phonetics, as the term indicates, is the study of sounds. Phone means sound, and phonetics is the study of speech sounds. Why is it necessary to learn phonetics? The reason is that in English, there may not be any direct relationship between the spelling and the pronunciation of a word. For example, we write the word honor as H-O-N-O-U-R, but we can see that when we pronounce this word, the initial H is not sounded. It is silent. We pronounce this word as honor. Even with words which have a similar string of letters, all the different words may have different pronunciations. Let us look at 5 different words having similar string of letters O, U, G, H. All these 5 words have 5 different pronunciations. THOUGH is pronounced as though, THROUGH is pronounced as through, COUGH is pronounced as cough, ROUGH is pronounced as rough, PLOUGH is pronounced as plow. So there is a lot of difference in pronunciation even with similar looking words. Therefore, it may be confusing to a new learner to learn the pronunciation of a word without a phonetic script. This is not just the problem with the English language. Most other European languages also have this same disparity of spelling and pronunciation. Let us look at another word. This word that you see here on the screen, the last word, EAU, is the French word for water. It is written EAU, but it is pronounced as oo. So this is not just a phenomenon that we see just in the English language. It is also a phenomenon that can be seen across many languages in Europe. Therefore, it is necessary to learn the speech sounds that we have in a language. So let us see what are those different speech sounds that we have in the English language. Speech sounds in the English language are broadly categorized into 2. The first one is vowels. The second is consonant. Vowel sounds are sounds which do not produce any friction when they are spoken. Whereas consonant sounds are sounds which produce some amount of friction when they are spoken. This is the major difference between these 2 categories of sounds. In today's session, we will focus on the vowel sounds and we will learn which are the different vowel sounds that we have in the English language. Vowel sounds are called so because they do not produce any friction when they are articulated. At this point, we have to differentiate between vowels in the alphabet and vowel sounds in phonetics. These are 2 different things. Vowels in the alphabet are only 5, that is A, E, I, O, and U, whereas we have 20 vowel sounds in the English language. So there is no direct relationship between the vowels in the alphabet and the vowel sounds that we use in phonetics. This is something which we have to be very clear about. The peculiarity of vowels is that because they do not produce any friction, they can be sung. We can sing vowels. Therefore, in the Indian languages, we call vowel sounds as swaras. These vowel sounds in the English language are further categorized into 2. One is called pure vowels and the other is diphthongs. Pure vowels and diphthongs are both basically vowels. The only difference is that pure vowels have a single vowel sound, whereas diphthongs are a combination of two vowel sounds. Let us look at the pure vowel sounds in English. The first vowel sound is A, as in cup. That is the middle sound in cup. We can see that we have put two slashes on either sides of these sounds, which indicate that they are not words or letters, but they are sounds. So this indicates that we should not read them as words, but we should read them as sounds. The next pure vowel is the longer form of A, that is A, as in park. The next sound is E, as in pin. Please note that this is not I. The slashes should make us understand that this is not the letter I, but the sound E. E, as in pin. The next sound is the longer form of E, that is E, as in feel. The next sound is U, as in good. The next pure vowel is a longer form of U, that is U, as in root. The next sound is A, as in net, the middle sound in net. The next pure vowel is written like a combination of A and E, but it is pronounced as A, as in fan, the middle sound in fan. Here, it is pertinent to mention that this is not a sound that we may see in our Indian languages. Because it is absent in the Indian languages, many regional users of the English language may find it difficult to pronounce this sound if they are not familiar with the English language. For example, if you come across a person who is not familiar with the English language, that person may pronounce the word bank as either bang or bang, because the sound a is not something that we see in our regional languages. But in English, this is a very common sound, and it is seen in many words like man, bag, cat, etc. So this sound is a, as in fan. The next sound is written like the inverted form of the letter A. It is pronounced as O, but it is written like the inverted form of letter A. It is O, as in hot. The 10th pure vowel is the longer form of O. It is pronounced as O, as in force. The next pure vowel, it is a very short sound, It is at the same time the shortest sound in the English language, as well as the largest occurring sound in the language. Therefore, it has been given a name. It is called schwa. It is a very short sound. It is just as in again. The beginning sound in again. When we pronounce again, we barely hear the beginning We just hear gain. The again, the beginning is barely heard. So this is the shortest sound in the language, and at the same time the largest occurring sound in the language. That is, we find this sound very frequently used in the language. And the last pure vowel is the long form of this schwa, that is as in girl, earth, etc. So these 12 are the pure vowel sounds in the English language. Now we have diphthongs. Diphthongs are also vowel sounds, but they are combination of two vowel sounds. We have 12 pure vowels in English, but we have only 8 diphthongs in the English language. Let us see how are these diphthongs formed one by one. The first diphthong is, they are also called vowel glides. Diphthongs are also called vowel glides because they glide from one vowel sound to another. The first diphthong is a combination of A and E, that is I, as in light, the middle sound in light. The next diphthong is a combination of A and E joining together to form the new sound A, as in main. The third sound is a combination of O and E, as in boy. O and E joining together to form the sound Oi, as in boy. The fourth diphthong is a combination of A and U, and is the new sound is Au, as in cow. The fifth diphthong is a combination of schwa, that is A, and U, that is O, as in road. This sound is also a very common sound in the English language, but this is one of the most mispronounced sounds in the language. We have often heard people pronouncing R-O-A-D, road, but it is a wrong pronunciation. R-O-A-D is not road, it is road. Road is R-O-D. But we have many common words also which have this diphthong in it, like N-O is no, and G-O is go. Whereas usually people pronounce it as no and go, which are wrong pronunciations. So this is also a very common sound in the English language, O, as in road. The next diphthong is a combination of E and joining together to form the new sound ear, as in here. The next diphthong is ua, a combination of u and ua, as in poor. And the final diphthong is a combination of and schwa, that is air, as in where. So these are the 8 diphthongs that we have in the English language. Along with these 8 diphthongs and the 12 pure vowels, we have a total of 20 vowel sounds in the English language. In the next session, we will learn which are the different consonant sounds that we have in the English language. Till then, it is goodbye and thank you.